But what is it you think that blocks people from making money the most? Is it mental? Is it an emotional thing that blocks them? What holds people back from earning more or making more?
Well, I mean, one of them is whatever you hate or you don't respect, you're not going to get. So if you don't respect rich people, you're not going to be rich. If you don't respect people who make a lot of money and you always talk trash about them behind their backs, you're not going to be that person. You're just not. If you admire somebody that's a great executive and an earner and recreating themselves, then guess what? You'll eventually make that money. So, you know, money and success is not attracted to people that talk down to them. Just like anything else, they're not attracted to you. They want to be respected. Money wants to be respected. Not loved, but money wants to be respected. It wants you to say, you know what, I respect what we can do with money and how much power you can bring to my family. I respect it. What do I need to do to get more of it?
All success starts with your mindset. You have to be wealthy here before you can be wealthy in your bank account, and you have to understand how your mindset plays a part in it, because now if you tell yourself you can't do it, you can't.
Yeah.
But if you tell yourself you can, then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to say, how do I go from 40 to 50?
Yeah.
50 to 100?
If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or if you feel trapped by your monthly expenses, or if you wonder how some people enjoy financial freedom while you seem stuck, your relationship with money begins with having the right mindset, because most of us don't have it. Until you heal your relationship with money, nothing can change for the better. Because if you don't care for your money won't care for you.
If I see a penny on the floor, I'm going to pick it up, because if I can't be trusted with a little, I can't be trusted with a lot. I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to put it in my pocket, I'm going to say, thank you for giving me this, universe. I appreciate it. I appreciate the small amounts, I appreciate the big amounts. Because I'm going to appreciate the small amounts, the big amounts, I'm going to share it whenever I can share it, and I'm going to try to be the best steward of my money that I can. And what's crazy is, it just like you said, it's like the river just widened, because there was now more space for me to be able to be a good steward for it.
Scarcity and abundance all starts up here. It's all a mindset, guys, regardless of what's going on in your outside world, regardless of your external circumstances. I don't care if you're totally broke right now, you got no money in the bank, you can still decide to live in abundance. And at the same time, I know people out there that are doing well financially. I know people that are multi-millionaires that have incredible abundance externally, but they don't feel it. They live in scarcity. They're so afraid to lose what they've got, and they're so conservative and fearful, and they're afraid to give. They're just focused on themselves. So it's all up here. You can make that mindset shift if you decide to.
So the mindset habit is the first thing that you have to think about when creating abundance with your money, but also feeling abundant internally.
Mindset, your ability to develop thoughts, is extremely important, because your thoughts dictate and create your reality. Thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to behaviors, and behavior leads to lifestyle.
Most people, when they get their paycheck, I was this person for years. I get my paycheck, be like, it's still not enough. It's not enough. And I'm literally, from the moment I see my paycheck, bringing in negative energy towards money. And I'm like, it's still not enough. It's not as much as I want. I don't know if I can pay my bills with this. This is crap. And then what do? I share it with anybody? I don't give anybody any money, and I hoard it. Do I take care of it? No, I complain about it. I don't have enough. I don't enjoy it. I don't share it. I waste it. I buy stupid stuff. And then you see on the other side, someone who gets their paycheck, and this is a big thing that I changed in myself like 7 years ago. Anytime that I would get a payment, because what's cool about building business online is you can get payments at random times. I would get a payment, I would close my eyes, and I would see the person's name, and I would say, John, thank you so much. God, thank you so much for bringing this into my life. I hope that I can make some sort of transformation. And I just wanted to bring that energy to it. And I realized that the more that I share it, the more that I'm grateful for it, the more that I take care of it, the more that I learn about how to be smart with my money, the more I've been trusted with more.
If money were a person, how would your relationship be with money? Tell me what your relationship is. And I just want you to think about that, because money is energy. And the way you interact with money, how you interpret it, the way you feel about it when you see it, when it comes to you, when you have to pay it, when you look in your bank account, maybe you don't look in your bank account, how you think about it, when you talk about it, the energy, you either attract more of it or you're repelling it from you and causing more stress in your financial situation. So I want you to think about what your relationship is with money. And when you change your mindset around money, your entire life becomes richer.
There's an abundance everywhere you go. And you and I have the ability to create an abundance. Now, you take nothing with you. You'll never own anything. You arrive with nothing, you're going to leave the same way. It's like somebody said, you come in with no hair, no teeth, no money, that's the way you leave. But while you're here, you can enjoy an abundant life. You can have all of whatever it is you want, but you have to earn it.
Money is a really good mirror for what's going on in your own head. It really is. And so if you have a scarcity mindset around money, I guarantee you have a scarcity mindset around almost everything else in your life. So it is a mirror for you for what's going on in your own head. If you are in the energy of lack, you will always lack because you're not open to receiving if you're always in lack.
People with abundance, they're willing to part with their time and their money. They're not holding on to it. They're not so attached to it. They're okay with it. They're okay to risk failure for the learning, the growth that they experience, because they're focused on the long term and the ultimate prize. They're unattached to outcomes. They're not trying to control the outcome. They just trust the process. They have the mindset that there's always more. The scarcity mentality was that there's not enough. They believe there's always more. People with scarcity, they compete to stay at the top. People with abundance, they collaborate to stay at the top. They don't view competition as a bad thing. They view it as a good thing because it's an opportunity for them to partner and collaborate with others.
Our personality is our personal reality. And again, our beliefs shape our behaviors, which create our environment and our reality. And so many of us have negative money beliefs without even realizing it because we haven't really been aware of it and reflected on these beliefs in the past. For example, if you think rich people are evil, you're already setting yourself up to reject wealth subconsciously. Feeling guilty about money or success in your life, that guilt holds you back from achieving more, and also feeling good about what you've created, what you've worked so hard for. So that's something you need to be mindful of and reflecting on. Are your beliefs blocking you from your abundance?
What is your belief around money? What do you believe? Because money, when we start to think about money itself, although it's just a thing that exists in our society, like bananas exist in our society, but we don't really have a whole lot of emotion around, well, most of us probably don't have much emotion around bananas, but we have a lot of emotion, lots of people do, around money. It's a word that really stirs up a lot of feelings inside of us. For some people, it can be a source of stress. It can be a source of anxiety. It can be a source of jealousy or envy. For other people, it can be a symbol of success, to buy cool things. For other people, it could be a symbol of freedom. And we all have different thoughts, different feelings, different beliefs around money. But no matter how you feel around it, it plays a really big role in your life. You can't really get away from money. Like, you could get away from bananas and never eat a banana the rest of your life. But if you want to live in society, you're not going to be able to get away from money.
Your mind is only worried and concerned because it's been getting a lot of thoughts about a lack of money. The end result of thinking a lot of thoughts about a lack of money is that we're worried and concerned. And so your way to turn it around is affirmations, is to be thinking thoughts of plenty of money. And so when a thought comes where it is all about lack, change it immediately, flip it immediately, and make it the thought about plenty of money. Every single one of you can have it. Every single one of you.
What are the belief systems that keep people bankrupt or broke?
I always look at two things. Whatever let's say the goal is becoming rich. There's two parts of this. There's this limiting beliefs you have about yourself about being rich, and then there's the negative beliefs you have about the achievement. So both of those are in the mind. So think about, like, limiting beliefs is like, well, I can't do this, I've never done this before. And I know the person has those beliefs if I hear the language. And you know what I'm talking about. This language like could, should, it'd be nice.
Right, one, two, yeah.
Yeah, that language has the expectation of failure built into it. So that's the limitation beliefs. And then on the other side of the coin of the outcome is the negative beliefs. So what's negative beliefs that keeps people broke? the rich people are evil. There's no chance you're going to wake up to try to be rich if you believe rich people are evil, or rich people don't pay taxes, or rich people took advantage of somebody, or rich people are unhappy.
Because if you believe rich people are evil, you don't want to become that belief of evil.
If I held a knife to your throat and said, step forward, you'd be like, well, I don't want to step forward because I'll hurt myself. It's like, yeah, so you'll never push for the goal if you think the outcome is negative.
More than anything, I think one, we think money's bad, and then two, money's scary. Like, I don't really know why, but I think we're scared of it, and we're scared that we might not be able to make it, and we're scared what if we lose it, and what if our self-worth is tied up in it, and should we actually ask for it? So we have all these fears surrounding money, which is probably why we don't talk about it too. And we got to kind of work through that, because money is just a tool. So it's just like if you want to build a house, do you want to use, a bunch of tiny little nails and your own hammer, or do you want to have a screw gun? And like in this instance, I want to have the bigger gun.
Money it's like hammers and saws, right? Like you can keep buying hammers and saws, you can go to the hardware store, but the hardware store, the tools that you get out of there, that's not the goal. The goal is the house and the things you build, right? And so money is the tool to build your life, right? To give you the experiences you want with your friends, or hedonistic or charitable. It doesn't matter the type of experience. It's just money is just one of those tools in your toolkit. And so once I started to think about that I wanted to have an adventurous life, a life with scars, a life with mistakes, a life with risks. Money had its place, right, in building the life that I wanted. And so I think that's when I started to unlock kind of my fearlessness, my risk-taking. I'll go anywhere to try and acquire this tool to build the life I want, but really it's about building the life I want and, trying to figure out what kind of life I want.
There's a lot of people I know that are parents, and they also have a business. And they think to themselves, well, I can either be a really good parent and spend time with my children, or I can be a successful business owner. And if you're saying something or something, that is a scarcity mindset. Who says, is it written into the fabric of the universe that you cannot be a really great parent and a really successful business owner? Is it written to the fabric of the universe? No. Is there probably somebody out there that has ever grown a business very successfully and also been an incredibly present parent? I'm sure. But do you believe that that's possible? Because scarcity is or. Abundance is and. It means maybe, hey, right now I haven't expanded myself to the capacity to be an incredible business owner and an incredible parent, but you can evolve yourself and expand yourself to be able to somebody who can hold both.
When you identify what it is that's holding you back, develop an unshakable self-confidence that you can do anything you want, and make a plan for exactly how to do it, you will be completely free of limited thinking, and you will be on your way to becoming unstoppable towards your personal, professional, and financial goals. There are no limits on what you can achieve with your life except for the limits you accept in your own mind.
What happens when we hoard money, when we keep it and we don't let it come and go as energy? What happens?
So money needs outlet. So it's so interesting how money flows. And if you don't let out your money energies outlet, it's gonna get bad. It's like a pond. If there's no flow, the water gets bad.
Right.
It's like, think about your health. If you eat and don't go to the bathroom,
you're sick.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So to stay healthy, you have to eat right. You have to release right.
Yeah.
So you have to let your money flow, and then the next flow comes in. So here comes money EQ, the trust part. Trust is the hardest part of money EQ. You have to have the trust that once you let go of money, it comes back. So you don't have the trust. That's why you start worrying. That's why you have doubts about yourself. So instead of attaching to your money, you can say, thank you for staying with me. Just go bless the world and come back with your friends as soon as possible.
Come back. Thank you for being here. Go bless the world. Come back as quickly as possible with more friends.
Right. It's kind of fun, right?
Sure.
So it's a metaphor. So in your mind, letting go, if you let go fast, it's going to come back fast.
I
haven't met a single rich person who didn't want to devote every single waking moment of their life while they were broke to figuring this thing out. You have to make the decision in your mind that it is simply not an option for you to be poor. It's okay if you're poor today, but you have to decide in your mind that you will not allow this to be your situation for the rest of your life. And I believe once you make this decision, you start to develop this self-image of a person who is successful. So I genuinely believe the first principle that made me successful is really looking at poverty as a sickness and having this deep desire to make a change for myself. Like, it used to bother me so much that I was poor that I would literally lose sleep over it. I would just dream day in and day out about the day that I was able to make $1 million so I could help my mom, so that I could live the life of my dreams, so that I could help everyone else around me succeed. This is the only thing that I cared about in my life. And I hate to be the guy to tell you this, but if you don't have this same level of intensity in your life, you ain't never gonna be rich.
Money's a game. You need cash because opportunity is going to come up, and it's a doubles game. So if I put
doubles game.
It's a doubles game. Everything about money is a doubles game.
What's that mean?
A doubles game to me is I pay you $1,000. Can we double it in 6 months? No. How long? In 12 months? Okay, no problem. I'll do a double in a year. Here's $1,000. I get a double back, right? So if you take 1,000 and you double it every year, what happens? 1,000 goes into 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 256, 5, 12, $1 million. $1,000 is 9 doubles away from $1 million.
Wow.
Now you take $1 million and see what happens if we double it 9 times. 1 million goes into 2 million, 4 million, 8 million, 16 million, 32, 64, 128, 256, 5, 12, $1 billion. $1 million is 10 doubles away from $1 billion.
How do you find the doubles?
Well, that's the game. That's the part of the game.
Remember, money is earned according to the law of compensation. The law of compensation is clear. The amount of money you earn is in direct ratio to the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing you. Become really difficult to replace. Up your mind, you're going to learn how to earn this stuff. And it must be earned. People that make it are either in the mint, in jail, or on their way. Everybody else has to earn it. I love earning money. I love it. I love giving it away. I love earning it. I love using it. You can become very effective if you got enough of this. The more effective you become, the happier you're going to be. Right. But remember what Earl Nightingale said. Most people think they want more than they do, and they settle for a whole lot less than they get.
Money mindset is keeping you trapped and holding you to a certain ceiling of how much you're able to make right now. And once you can break through that money mindset, once you can break through that, then you can start to create an enormous amount of financial peace in your life and live in generosity. You don't have to be out of integrity. You don't have to be stingy when you make money. You don't have to be a bad person. Money is energy, and money amplifies who you are. So if you're a stingy, selfish person now, when you make more money, you're going to become more of that. If you're a generous, kind, joyful person now, you're going to amplify that energy into the world when you have more money.
Most people don't focus on their mindset. Most people are focused on exterior factors. They think that everything that happens to them is by chance. And they don't realize that a lot of the things that happen to them are things that they attract. Because you attract the things that you are, and you are what you do, and you do what you think about. So it's all a cyclical loop. Mm-hmm. Most people don't understand the power of the mind. That's why they haven't tapped into the power of the mind. And the power of the mind is one very simple thing: the ability to direct your attention towards a specific given objective, and then to have the willpower to pursue it. Most people, obviously, don't know where they're going because they never have a goal. You need to have a clear goal. If you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going to go in life.
The biggest shift that will create abundance in your life is a mindset habit in unlocking wealth for yourself. And one of the big lies, or one of the big blocks that holds people back from financial opportunity is that I cannot be generous with my time, my wisdom, my knowledge, or my secrets to others, because if I am, they will take it and run with it, and I will be left with nothing. So therefore, I'm going to hoard my energy, I'm going to hoard my time, my knowledge, and only keep it to me so that others don't have good ideas or have my help.
Roger Bannister, the first man to ever run below a 4-minute mile, right? They said it could never be done. Scientists said it was physically impossible for humans to run that fast. So in the whole history of the world, no one had ever done it, ever. All of a sudden, Roger Bannister breaks the 4-minute mile. And within the next 12 months, 18 people did it. How is that possible? Did everybody get steroids? Did evolution happen overnight? No, only one thing changed. People's belief. When they saw him do it, they knew they could.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you want more videos on wealth mindset and execution, subscribe to Build with Sash. Comment the moment that changed your perspective.